Hey everybody, Josh, the alien you call God here, back again with another list of the best music of 2025. Today we are going to be talking about the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. It was a really good year for noise and sludge. There was a ton of good albums. I'm not going to be able to feature all of them here today, but I did uh, curate a what I feel like is a pretty good selection to represent the different styles and sounds that came from the noise and sludge world this year. Of course, there is a little bit of crossover between noise and sludge, which is why I combined the two together just for the sake of ease. But yeah, if you do think I omitted or missed something, please do leave me a comment in the chat at the alien you call God on Twitch for the live streams, on my YouTube videos at the Arbiter of Cool where I post the VODs after the fact, or at my Instagram at the Arbiter of Cool, where you can just check out the lists and go find the music for yourselves. So yeah, we're going to start things off today with a noise rock album from Chicago, Illinois. This is the band Weak Lung. They have a new record out called All Problems, No Solutions, and I am going to play you the introductory track, Ashes 2. They are kind of post-punk, leaning with a touch of garage rock influence, but generally speaking, a noise rock album. So yeah, this is Ashes 2 from Weak Lungs, All Problems, No Solutions, out of Chicago, Illinois, to introduce our list today.
Through insanity, throw me a ball. I'm defiant, but I'm also just a brick in the wall. I learned to walk before I could crawl. I'm a self-fulfilling prophecy and ripe for a fall. I practice every day on my way to the wall. This is how you get to Carnegie Hall. I'm Carol K, I'm Brian Eno, I am Lou Reed's draw. Through a straw.
Yeah, such an awesome track and a great introduction to our list today. Kind of the standout track on the album. I think this album wasn't quite consistently as good as some of the other albums on this list, but a great record nonetheless. Weak Lung, All Problems, No Solutions, out of Chicago, Illinois. Number 25 on our list of the top 25 Noise and Sludge albums of 2025. To keep things moving along, we are actually sticking with Chicago and going for a sludge band out of the city called Motherless. They have a new record called Do You Feel Safe? And there's 8 tracks on the record, and every track has a music video, which is pretty impressive. So you can go to their Bandcamp and link to the music videos, and or check search them on YouTube and find them there. And we are going to play you the song Reptile Dysfunction. Yeah, an absolute banger track, Reptile Dysfunction, off of the new record Do You Feel Safe by Motherless out of Chicago, Illinois. Our first Sludge album on today's list, number 24 number 24 on our list of the top 25 Noise and Sludge albums of 2025. For number 24, we are sticking with the sludge realm, though this album has a little bit more of a post-hardcore and black gaze influence to it. This is the band Malavich out of Atlanta, Georgia. They have a new record out called Under a Gilded Sun, and we are going to play you the song Blossom in full force today.
Absolute destroy.
Yeah, so definitely a bit of a screamo vibe, kind of mixed in with that post-hardcore sound that Breach had back in the day. But yeah, an awesome sludge record from Malovich, Under a Gilded Sun, out of Atlanta, Georgia, at number 23 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. Um, for number 22, we are going to Leeds, UK, for the band Irk. They have a new album out called The Seeing House, and they are definitely more in vein of a kind of math rock version of noise. So we're going to play you the song Idiot Plot, which is the opening track on the album. Yeah, some straight noise with some super sludgy bass lines. That's a kind of good representation of kind of the similarities between noise and sludge there, off of Irk's new record, The Seeing House, number 22 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. They are, of course, out of Leeds, UK. For number 21 on our list, we're going to what is probably the most well-known band on the list today. And this is The Armed. Their new record is called The Future is Here and Everything Needs to Be Destroyed. They are, of course, out of Detroit, UK. Sorry, Detroit, Michigan, which has an incredible noise scene because that's also, of course, where the band Prostitute is from. And Prostitute is featured on the song Broken Mirror on this record. But yeah, so this album is incredible. The good songs are on this album are some of the best noise rock songs of the year. But I just didn't feel that this album was consistently good as some of the other albums on this list. That being said, the bangers on this record are bangers indeed, and I'm going to play one of those for you right now, which is Purity Drag. Yeah, I love the subtle piano and that dirty sax in the background. Such a good record. But I feel like it's underrated being so far down here on the list, but at the same time, there's a few songs that just didn't really vibe with me. So that is why my explanation to why it's so low on the list today. But like I said, the bangers are some of the best noise rock tracks of the year. Purity Drag, which we just listened to, being one of them. These guys are also on the top of my list alongside Prostitute for bands to hopefully catch this year if they come through Toronto and or Buffalo. But yeah, number 21 on our list, The Armed. The future is here and everything needs to be destroyed, out of Detroit, Michigan. For number 20, we're going with another sludge leaning band. This is Godot. out of Denton, Texas. They have a new album out called Fever Songs, and we are going to play you the track Reprobative. Yeah, awesome sludge leaning noise out of Denton, Texas. Godot's Fever Songs. That was the track Reprobative off of their new record. Yeah, number 20 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. For 19, we are going back to Chicago once again for the band Heat Death. They got a new record out called Bad Reading, and it is slightly more almost garage punk sounding. And we are going to play you the what track was I going to play here? We are going to play you the song GNT off of the record, which is one of the latter songs on the album. Yeah, I love the dueling vocals on that. Obviously, a little bit more garage punk leaning style of noise rock there from Heat Death. Their new record, Bad Reading, out of Chicago, Illinois. They are number 19 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. For 18, we're going to a brotherly duo out of London, UK. And they have a very interesting sound because they kind of sound like if Pup were to play noise rock. Just keep that in mind when you're listening to it because the bass the bass of the music has incredibly similar sound to Pup. So yeah, we're gonna play you the track Nine Circles, which is the opening track of the album. But yeah, just keep in mind it's a very kind. If you're ever wondering what Pup would sound like if they played noise rock, Cassell's Tracked in Mud out of London, UK, is a great example of that, and this is the track Nine Circles.
You walk on others' blood. Forgotten underfoot. The animal trapped in blood. Writ large in a low home of the atoms. No washed away by your hand.
Yeah, just an awesome song and amazing record from these brothers from London. But as you could tell, like I'm not sure if they're like directly ripping off Pup, but it sounds a hell of a lot like Pup. But yeah, very cool album from Cassell's Tracked in the Mud at number 18 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. For 17, we're going to a band that had a little bit of controversy in the past couple months because it seems like the band has fallen apart. There is some conflict between band members, and like one of the dudes was like selling merch and then not sharing the proceeds with the band, but taking it for himself. And I'm not sure if this band is gonna be together going forward, but it is heavy, heavy, low, low. Out of where are they from? Oh, San Jose, California. They kind of play a little bit of metalcore leaning style of noise rock, something akin to like many Keith Buckley's new band, Many Eyes. And their new album's called Pain Olympics, and I'm gonna play you the track I'm So Bad at Goodbyes.
I walked into the brightest blue, an indiscernible shade. I look back to you on the shore. Your smile starts to fade. Take a deep breath on my face and taste of some girl. Stars, you are a constellation waiting to be found. Always told us not to worry, and moms had really tried. My tears seem never ending, and I see you in my eyes. The darkness seems to grow these days. It's lost and lost and lost, lost and lost and lost.
Yeah, pretty decent record from these dudes. Like I said, if you are a fan of this record, go check out Many Eyes' new EP from the past year called Combust. Yeah, Keith Buckley out of Buffalo, New York's new band. But yeah, Heavy Heavy Low Low, Pain Olympics, number 17 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. Hopefully they can work things out and, you know, maintain their friendship and the band going forward. But who knows? I guess time will tell. For number 16, we are going for an individual who goes under the name Nuclear Dudes. This is John Wisniewski's solo project. I guess technically it's a duo because he writes everything, compiles and plays all the instruments, and but his friend does play drums on the record. Or his friend does write and play the drums on the record. So I guess it's technically a duo. But anyways, John Wisniewski goes by the name Nuclear Dudes, and he has a new record out called Skeletal Blasphemy, and it is a fucking absolute banger, and I'm going to play you the title track off the album. Yeah, absolute banger track, wicked album from this dude, John Wisniewski, out of Seattle, Washington. Goes by Nuclear Dudes. Plays with his buddy on drums. The new album is called Skeletal Blasphemy, and I highly recommend you go check it out and give him a little bit of love there. Number 16 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge records of 2025. For number 15, we're kind of going to something that exists on, in my opinion, the periphery of the noise rock realm. This is the band Agriculture. They have a new album out called The Spiritual Sound. They qualify themselves as ecstatic black metal. But I saw them play earlier this year with Chat Pile, and do feel that they are somewhat in the realm of noise rock. But yeah, I'll play you the album and you can judge for yourself. The new record is absolutely incredible, and I feel like it is slightly underrated down here on at number 15 on our list of top 25 noise and sludge records of 2025. But I'm going to play you the absolutely incredible track, My Garden, which is the opening track on the album. Yeah, can we all agree that that's a noise rock album, if not noise rock adjacent? Amazing record from Agriculture, The Spiritual Sound out of Los Angeles, California, number 15 on our list of the top 25 noise, sludge, and noise adjacent records of 2025. For number 14, we are going to an awesome sludge band from Barnsley, UK. They go by the name Trudger, and they have a new record out called Void Quest, which is an absolute fucking banger, and we with some really catchy riffs. And we are going to play you the song Merciless Saber. Yeah, awesome record from Trudger, Void Quest, out of Barnsley, UK, number 14 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. Just an awesome, awesome fucking record. Uh, for number 13, we are going for a little bit more of a post punk oriented band. This is the band Meat Wound out of Tampa, Florida. They have a new record out called Macho, and we are going to play you the song Mount Vermin. Yeah, just a solid, super catchy record from Meat Wound out of Tampa, Florida. Macho is number 13 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge records of 2025. For number 12, we're going to a really impressive project out of Lethbridge, Alberta. This is the band and or individual Centuries. So basically this is just a one-man project by Kim Elliott. Um, Writes the songs, writes the instrumentation, plays all the instruments, records, masters, everything themselves. Um, just an incredible record. This is Centuries Gem of the West out of Lethbridge, Alberta, and we are going to play you the song um, The Cowboy's Carcass. Yeah, just an incredible job by Kim Elliott. One man project, and it looks like he also has started his own record label, Eau Claire Records, to release the album. So not only is he writing, recording, playing all the instruments, mixing and mastering everything, he's got his own damn record label. I'm surprised he's not pressing the friggin' records his damn self. But an incredible project, Centuries, Gem of the West, out of Lethbridge, Alberta, number 12 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. Obviously, a little bit post punk leaning there. For number 11, we are going with another Canadian band, this time out of Regina, Saskatchewan. Uh, OBS is just stalling a little bit, bringing up the record here. This is the band Blue Youth. Their new record is called Defeatist, and I'm just going to play you the title track of the album.
delusion comes for free. Stay away from me. It's a terrible joy to say. Stay away from me. 30 feet is gets its way.
Yeah, awesome record from Blue Youth out of Regina, Saskatchewan. It's called Defeatist. That was the title track of the album. Slightly post-hardcore leaning, but more or less a noise record. They are on Zegama Beach Records, and you can go to their Bandcamp page and download that for free or pay what you can, which is a hell of a steal. Number 11 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025, bringing us to our top 10, starting with the band McCluskey. They have a new record out called The World Is Still Here and So Are We. Of course, these guys are legends from the late 90s, early 2000s. I think their first record was like 1999. They kind of called it, they went on hiatus around 2005 or 2006. And, 20 years later, they are back and bringing us a new record. And it is fucking awesome. It's kind of more post-punk leaning. And we're going to play you the song Autofocus on the Prime Directive.
Focus on the prime directive. I'll forever be a sad man. On a focus on the prime directive. It's for the job you want, not for its concern. Terror is anything they cannot stop, Mac. It's for the job you want, not for its concern. Better to jump the gun than be on standby. Nobody else wants to die in this prison. Better to jump the gun than be on standby. Focus on the prime directive. I'll forever be a sad man. On a focus on the prime directive. On a focus on the prime directive. I'll forever be a sad man. On a focus on the prime directive. On a focus on the prime directive.
Yeah, they still got it. Number 10 on our list, McCluskey. The World Is Still Here and So Are We, out of Bristol, UK. They are back after a 20-year hiatus and absolutely fucking killing it. This is an excellent, excellent fucking record. For number 9, we are going to probably my favorite pure sludge release. This is the band KLPS out of Helsingborg, Sweden. And they owe a lot to the band Breach, which is one of my favorite bands. It's Me God is like probably my second favorite record of all time. And they are keeping that Swedish post-hardcore, like melodic post-hardcore influenced style of sludge alive in vein of Breach, and I'm going to play you the song Undertow. Yeah, just such a good fucking record. I kind of broke my own rules because I did say that anything 6 tracks and below I was going to put in the other list for the EPs, and anything 7 tracks or more I was going to put in this list. But this one is only 6 tracks, and I did include it in here. But it's well deserved. All the tracks are upwards of 6 to 8 minutes long, 8 plus minutes long. So it is quite a long album, even for only 6 tracks. But yeah, obviously, they owe a heavy debt to bands like Breach, and if you are a fan of that song that you just heard, definitely go check out Breach's record "It's Me God" because it is probably one of, if not the best, Sludge albums of all time. But yeah, number 9 on our list, KLPS out of Helsingborg, Sweden. For number 8, we are going to a little bit more of an upbeat post-punk band. This is the band Denude. They have a new record out called A Murmuration of Capitalist Bees. And, whoops, thing was stalling there. And they are out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I'm going to play you the song Oh Friend Entropy.
The sun, the stars, water resting in the air, burn it all in the fires of our industry. You come and wait, just sitting on a wall, spill your problems on the sidewalk and leave them there. A comb, a blade, a light behind the sheet with 1,000 tiny holes. Your right is beautiful. On pause, the pace, anxiety for days. No one bothers walking around the shit they're stepping in. Well, they come and take the water. They turn the water into vapor and make the vapor turn the motor. Well, it's deafening. The ships off course by the count of these blindfolds. The drunk captain at the wheel. My head split, my heart broken. Ah, and the red dead is massing at the wall. The bar, the mall, the deserts in between. Burn them all in the fires of our apathy. You come and wait, she's sitting on a wall. Spill your problems on the sidewalk and leave them there. The comb, the blade, the light behind the sheet with 1,000 tiny holes. Your right is beautiful. Ice 9, the molecules and particles align. Cut commercial, you shot the messenger. All the pets are taking over. They move the line a little lower. But if you got the money, honey, I got the time. The ships of course, and the kind of these lifeboats. The drum captain at the wheel. Ah, my head split, my heart bandaged. Ah, and the red death is amassing at the wall.
Yeah, such a catchy track and album. Denude, A Murmuration of Capitalist Bees, out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 8 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. Just an awesome post-punk leaning noise record there. For number 7, I don't always consider foreign language bands. I just don't have the time to listen to as many albums that I do, plus those ones. But this is one that I did give a chance to. And because it was making some big waves at the start of the earlier half of the year last year. And I'm not going to lie, it's a fucking banger. This is Honning Barna, their new album Soft Spot. And they are out of Kristiansand, Norway, and they do sing in whatever local dialect is spoken, Norwegian dialect out of Kristiansand. And I'm going to play you the song Schaefer, which is the second track on the album. Yeah. If I had any idea what they were talking about, that would probably be much higher on the list. But as it stands, number 7 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025, Honning Barna's Soft Spot out of Kristiansand, Norway. Of course, they do sing in Norwegian. But hey, when I do feature foreign language bands, it's bangers like that. For number 6, we're going to a band from New Haven, Connecticut that plays a little bit more hardcore oriented style of noise rock there, and it is the band Intercourse. Their new record is called How I Fell in Love with the Void, and it is an excellent follow-up to Halo Castration Institute, which I also loved. And I am going to play you the track, The Ballad of Max Wright.
It's the best I've ever seen. You think I'm gonna play second fiddle to a fucking puppet? I've gazed into the abyss for so long. I've made it uncomfortable, but it's all I got to wind down after a long day of gassing up my fellow wounded kings on the divorce subreddit. Listen to the podcast where famous people complain about problems I wish I had. And Google it. How to forgive myself. You think you're better than me? You fall rubber. Motherfucker. Which one of you did dropping fox? What's the time for? For so long,
Sorry about that.
uncomfortable, but it's all I got to wind down after a long day of gassing up my fellow wounded kings on the divorce subreddit. Listen to the podcast where famous people complain about problems I wish I had. And Google it. How to forgive myself. You think you're better than me? You fall rubber. Motherfucker. Which one of you did dropping fox? What's the time first? I got $40 to my name. No savings account. I know my rights. I want painful time.
Yeah, just such a good track. A little bit of sludge, a little bit of noise, post-hardcore leading in vein of bands like La Dispute. Just a great fucking record from Intercourse. How I Fell in Love with the Void, and amazing follow-up to Halo Castration Institute. Highly recommend you go check out this band if you're not already familiar with them. So yeah, they are number 6 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. For busting into the top 5, we are going back to the UK for a band from Brighton called Ditz. Their previous record, The Great Regression, was incredible, and their new record is called Never Exhale, and they pick up exactly where they left off. And I'm going to play you the song Space Smile to illustrate this.
Gray sky's gonna clear up. Let's put on a happy face. Let's all dance together and drink from the same cup. Let me hear your voice sing. There's music in it. A note I never heard before. A quotation, summation, without beginning or end. It takes a lot to come of age. We're in a society and anguish, yeah. A space in your mouth, a space in your smile, a space in your smile, a space in your smile. They all share a space inside. Screaming at the sun and
Yeah, obviously for fans of that noise rock leaning post punk sound, akin to bands like Idols and stuff like that, Ditz, Never Exhale, number 5 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. Just a solid fucking record. And a great follow up to The Great Regression if you aren't familiar with that record already. For number 4, we're going to an Australian band from Brisbane. This is the band Leaker. They have a new album out called Happy Hour, and they kind of combine the best of both worlds, a little bit of sludge, a little bit of noise, and I'm going to play you the song Wrong.
Something's wrong! Something's wrong! If you've got the motivation to do it, so do I. If you've got the motivation to do it, something's wrong! Something's always wanted to know when it's mine, when it's my turn to die. When you're alright, once you get to know it, something's wrong. Something's wrong. I wanna know how it feels to be on that side of the fence. Things we had a whole lot worse before they get better. Something. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Just another snake in the grass. Heroin sounds, everyone's buying. Heroin sounds, everyone's buying. Too conspicuous for any kind of ruse. Everything's gonna be just fine. You'll see. You'll see. You'll
Yeah, just a killer fucking record from Leaker out of Brisbane, Australia. Happy Hour. That was the track Wrong. Like I said, a little bit of sludge, a little bit of noise, straight fucking bangers. Number 4 on our list of the top 25 noise and sludge albums of 2025. For number 3, we are going to Temple, Arizona. for another band that I absolutely fucking love, and I'm surprised I haven't heard of them before because they have a few albums out, and they're kind of a concept band, I would argue, in the sense that they all of the albums and songs are written from the perspective of somebody working in a white collar job in corporate America, although they have kind of an anti capitalist tinge to them. This is the band Bright Sunshine. Uh, they have a new record out called Executive Power Supreme, and I'm going to play you the opening track, Growth Opportunities, and it is real fucking good. Yeah, if they're going to be releasing bangers like that, you can sign me up for the Bright Sunshine Corporation and I will lick your toilets clean, whatever you want. Just a great fucking band out of Temple, Arizona. Bright Sunshine, Executive Power Supreme, bringing us their concept epitomized in that track there, Growth Opportunities. Number 3 on our list of the top 25 best noise and sludge albums of 2025. For number 2, we are going to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Fuck Ice, for the band Birth Order. They have a new record out called Albatross. I'm not entirely sure if this is like a Christian band or just kind of like playing off of religious angle, but their songs definitely have some sort of religious overtones going on, for sure. And let me bring it up here. I forgot to bring it up. Um, yeah, the opening track is called "God Can Be Anyone," but I will qualify that to in parentheses to say except for any ICE agents or anyone who supports them, because fuck ICE, fuck Trump, fuck Republicans, fuck any conservative that still holds that pseudo belief that you can actually be a fucking Christian when you're not. But anyways, I'm gonna play you the song Augur, which is the second track on the album.
generation. I am again. Your postcom. We are impotent. If you feel me, I can heal you. Only if you succumb to the suffering you're entirely entitled to. You silent face. You pepper breast. You brazen teeth. Driving creeps. Dirty drifters. Depraved vagrants. Filthy vultures. Bloody rovers. Endless savages. You dirty dogs. Where they fly. You suck at me. Get on your knees. Get on your knees. There is no savior to condone our dissipation, forgive our impulses, and accept our credence. There is no heaven for heathens. Before salvation there must be suffrage. I ask you to suffer with me. Suffer for me. And once your affliction passes the point of tolerance, only then will you be rewarded.
Yeah, an absolutely vicious record. Slightly melodic, hardcore influenced, but all around just some raw, vicious noise from Birth Order. Their new record, Albatross, out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Fuck Ice. Yeah, just a great fucking record. And it would have been number one on this list if it were not for the next record, which is just absolute fucking insanity. This is, of course, BYO Noise Generators Subnormal Dives, which they're from Perm, Russia. Hopefully they aren't fascist. I don't know much about the band, but I did feature an Israeli band on one of my lists last year, and I do regret it because I now found out that they're like fucking vehement Zionist fascist pieces of shit. So hopefully that is not the case for this band because they kind of fucking rule. They're kind of like if King Gizzard the Lizard Wizard played a blend of jazz grind and noise rock leaning post punk akin to Black Midi, which in this album is just absolutely batshit insane, complete chaos. In the best possible way, and probably the album of the year. Up there with like Maruja's "Pain to Power," the New Eve is Rising, as one of, if not the best albums of the year. Certainly, it takes you need to be in the right mindset to listen to it, and you need to be acclimated towards this sort of music in order to fully appreciate and enjoy it. But if you can listen to it attentively and are acclimated towards it, I don't see how you cannot love this record because it is an absolute banger. I wouldn't say it's inherently a noise rock album. I would say it's mainly a jazz grind album, but I mean, it definitely falls into the noise category just because of its completely chaotic, insane forms. But not to mention, it has like a cyber grind influence with all the crazy track names. Hold on, let me bring it up here. I forgot to even bring it up here. Yeah, all the track names are like influenced by like psychedelic drugs and computer coding. There's like track names like, oh my god, they got so much merch. Track names like null.state equals permanent semicolon returned void semicolon and like uh, C2H5 right bracket 20-junkies neuro overture and 4HODMT Nizambicalt. Yeah, just complete the insane song names perfectly reflect the insanity of the album. But we're gonna start off by playing the song, the opening track, E flat D major, and then follow that up by the song IQ 69 Exaltations, which does have a music video, by the way. I need to go watch that myself. Then we'll come back and talk about a little bit more about the album and then recap the list. And then I'll see you in the next one, but stay tuned for some complete insanity here.
Sin kompis and what left them I let's do that.
Such a good song, man. Such a good song.
Convincing the Thunder, Mark Davis.
Yeah, complete batshit insanity. It's like it's got the insane metalcore aspect of Dillinger Escape Plan, albeit a little bit more grindy, with the beautiful jazzy aspects of bands like Maruja and Black Midi, for just such an intense yet alluring combination. That's why it's the record of the year, man. There's nothing even comparable to this that I can think of out there um, this year, let alone ever, right? So just such a cool band, such a cool album. And well worth a listen. Even if it takes you a few listens to appreciate it, because it very well might. But such a cool album. I did originally put it in on my metalcore list, and then but I moved it over here because I found a folder with a bunch more stuff, and I had a bunch of bands that I wanted to feature on that list. So I'm gonna redo that list, and I moved this over to here because I feel like whereas it might fit in the metalcore section a little bit better in my personal opinion, it also does hold its own in this category as well, because you know what I mean, if you can't consider this a noise band, what is noise even, right? But yeah, such a great album. Number one on our list today of the top 25 Noise and Sludge albums of 2025. Album of the year, in my personal opinion, BYO Noise Generator, Subnormal Dives, Out of Perm Russia. I'll go back. Well, let's recap the list now for you. At 25, we had Weak Lungs, All Problems, No Solutions, out of Chicago, kind of a little bit garage punky noise. At 24, another Chicago band, Motherless, Do You Feel Safe? Just awesome sludge band. Number 23, Malavich's Under a Gilded Sun from Atlanta, Georgia. Kind of sludge combined with post-hardcore or maybe even black gaze. Number 22, Irks, The Seeing House. Slightly sludge leaning, slightly mathy noise rock there. 21, needs no introduction. The Armed, The Future's Here, and Everything Needs to Be Destroyed out of Detroit, Michigan. The the good songs on that album are absolute fucking bangers, but I just didn't feel like it was consistently as good as some of the other albums this year. Number 20, Godot's Fever Songs out of Denton, Texas, another kind of sludgy leaning noise rock band. Heat Death's Bad Reading out of Chicago at 19. Definitely a more garage punk sounding style of noise rock there. 18, Cassell's Tracked in Mud. Out of London, UK. Brotherly duo that sounds like if Pup were playing noise rock. Number 17, Heavy Low Low, Pain Olympics from San Jose, California. Hopefully they can work through their issues because it's a pretty sick album. If you're a fan of bands like Keith Buckley's Many Eyes, you will enjoy this. Number 16, the first of two one-man projects on this list. I guess you would technically say it's a two-man project, but for the majority of it is done by one guy, John Wisniewski, who goes by Nuclear Dudes. The album is called Skeletal Blasphemy, and they are out of Seattle, Washington. Number 15, alongside BYO Noise Generator, another noise adjacent release here from Agriculture, The Spiritual Sound out of Los Angeles, California. They go by ecstatic black metal, but I would say it's definitely in the noise realm as well. Number 14, Trudger's Void Quest, some really fucking awesome Sludge with super catchy riffs out of Barnsley, UK. Number 13, Meat Wounds Macho, very catchy noise out of Tampa, Florida. Number 12, the second of two one-man projects. This is entirely a one-man project in that Kim Elliott, who goes by the band name Centuries, um, writes, records, plays all the instruments, mixes, masters, even has his own record label. Gem of the West is his new record. Definitely go check that out of Lethbridge, Alberta at number 12. 11, Blue Youth's Defeatist out of Regina, Saskatchewan. Kind of post-hardcore leaning noise out of Canada there. And number 10, the legends themselves, McCluskey, back after 20 years. The world is still here, and so are we, out of Bristol, UK. Glad to have him back because that's a banger record. Number 9, KLPS, very melodic, post-hardcore leaning sludge metal in vein of Breach from Helsingborg, Sweden. 8, we have Denude, a murmuration of capitalist bees, very catchy, a little bit more upbeat, post-punk leaning noise rock there. Number 7, we have the only foreign language record on this list today, Honningbarna's Soft Spot from Kristiansand, Norway. They do sing in Norwegian. At number 6, we got Intercourse, How I Fell in Love with the Void. Their incredible follow-up to Halo Castration Institute from New Haven, Connecticut. Kind of combines La Dispute style post-hardcore and noise rock there. Number 5, we got Ditz's Never Exhale from Brighton, UK. A great follow-up to The Great Regression. If you are a fan of bands like Idols, you will certainly love that album. Number 4, we got Leaker's Happy Hour out of Brisbane, Australia. They play a kind of style of noise rock that they kind of combines noise and sludge together, so it's a perfect representation of this list here today. At number 3, Join the Corporation, Bright Sunshine, Executive Power Supreme, from Temple, Arizona. Just such a good fucking album. Number 2, Birth Orders, Albatross out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Fuck Ice. Just a fucking raw, vicious album with slightly religious overtones to it. And of course, number 1, what we were just listening to, the album of the year, BYO Noise Generators, Subnormal Dives out of Perm, Russia. Thank you so much for tuning in to this list again. We will be back with a shorter list of shorter noise rock albums in that includes albums that are 6 tracks and below, other than KLPS, which all had 6 tracks, and I put it here because I broke my own rules. But yeah, the albums can be very long still in the other list. They just have less tracks. But I will, and it will be a shorter list, so I will be back with that, and I will be back with an alt rock list. If you missed my lists in the past for hardcore, metalcore, post-hardcore, emo, ska, post-punk, among others, you can go check out my VODs on The Arbiter of Cool on YouTube, or just check out the lists themselves on Instagram at The Arbiter of Cool. And of course, you can subscribe to my Twitch channel at The Alien You Call God if you do want to join in, chat on the live streams when I am recording these videos. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.